Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahabushai, Bahasham, Rakahak Wadash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahabushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the Brother Ra'aya with another lesson, and I'll be profiling an article from the peoplesvoice.tv titled BG, and you can read the title for yourself, Seeks First Amendment Repeal for Real-Time AI Censorship of Jab Misinformation. And hey, you already know what it's hitting for. All this is aimed at the men of the Lord, the prophets, chiefly GMS or Great Millstone, who, if the spirit of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is dealing with you, you can clearly see that the Most High has laid his tabernacle in GMS. Esau, more specifically the elites of these Edomites, such as the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers, see that these prophecies are coming to their fulfillment. And what does it say in Matthew chapter 24, verse 14? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, which it has been through the unicorn or the internet, and then shall the end come. And we can clearly see that these end times prophecies are manifesting right before our very eyes. So what does that mean? This gospel of the kingdom has been preached to the ends of the earth. So again, the elites of these Edomites are scrambling to do whatever they can to keep the words of the prophets from going out. Heavy persecution is coming towards us, where we're no longer going to be on the highways and byways preaching this word, and these video epistles are damn sure not going to be online. And they're going to come with these narratives of deep fakes, misinformation, and stuff like that to discredit the truth and justify themselves and taking it down. But what does it also say in the scriptures? We can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. By Esau doing that, he's bringing about the famine of the word, which is a part of biblical prophecy. And once that happens, you can pretty much say that the elect have been sealed, and then these prophecies are going to speed up towards the end of Esau's rulership and Yahweh Shai making his second coming to save his elect. But let's get into this article. In a recent interview, BG complained the First Amendment is a barrier to censoring, in quotes, misinformation online. Gates, the globalist billionaire Microsoft co-founder, is no stranger to pushing controversial agendas, but his latest comments reveal a desire to take away one of the most fundamental rights Americans hold, the right to free speech. Which, what did George W. Bush say, a long time ago? That the Constitution and all that is just a piece of paper. And you Americans really don't have rights like that anymore. You just got that illusion that you can vote and, do whatever you want. But notice how with each year, there's more and more restrictions coming to what you can do and what you can say. This country is bought and paid for, by the elites. And when they're ready to pull the plug and really bring about that, black swan event, so to speak, to get everything on lockdown, there's nothing you can do about it. During an interview with CNET, Gates complained that the First Amendment, which guarantees free speech in America, is making it tough to censor content he considers misleading or harmful, simply information that's, exposing the truth out here, going against the corporate narrative. The U.S. is a tough one because we have the notion of the First Amendment, and what are the exceptions, like yelling fire in a theater? Gates explained. While warning about the growing use of deep fakes and misinformation, hey, listen closely, everything plays in tandem with each other. Gates proposed a solution that would effectively bypass the First Amendment: digital IDs. According to Gates, such digital identification would force people to verify their identities online, making it easier to track and censor content and punish individuals who do continue to share misinformation. Hey, everything leading towards that digital cashless society, these 15-minute cities, CBDCs or central bank digital currencies, and what? That middleman between you and accessing, this brave new world Esau wants to bring about, the C-hip implant, RFID/NFC, which is the MARKOFTHEBEAST in Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 to 17, which let's get it. And he causeth all, that he, being the elites, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive MARK or Haragma in their right hand or in their foreheads, that C-hip, which you've got the Haragma with the forehead with what Elon Musk's Neuralink, and then you've got many different companies out there like Walletmore, for instance, talking about what a C-hip inside your hand to go about with your daily activities. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, also travel abroad, get a job, hey, even access the internet, save he that had the Haragma, or the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name. And that Haragma is going to have all your biometric data on it. Your grapho, when you go into the root word of Haragma in Revelation 13, verse 16, your banking information, your medical information, your identity, and how Esau wants this system set up is to where what? Everything is going to be tracked and traced. And much like that Chinese social credit score, hey, if you say anything against the government, what? Your score goes down, which blocks your access to the internet, blocks your access to, buy an apartment, get a job, travel, anything. And anybody that's around you or associates with you, hey, their score goes down too. According to Gates, such digital identification would force people to verify their identities online. And what do you all already have an issue with? People expressing their opinions, which go against, the popular narrative out here, getting doxxed, where people reveal their personal and, private information, where they work and all that. And a lot of these people get shamed and lose their jobs and are ostracized. So imagine with, all your digital identification right there up front, how much easier it would be to just cut people off from society, making it easier to track and censor content and punish individuals who do continue to share misinformation. So, the elect aren't going to get that C-hip, but let's say, so by them not getting that C-hip, they wouldn't have the necessary credentials to access the internet anyway. But say, you do get that C-hip and you want to access the internet and post some stuff that goes against, the official narrative. What are they going to do? They're going to identify who you are and cut off your access to the internet, and hey, cut off other functions of your C-hip to where you can make purchases or anything like that. But here's a clip out of the horse's mouth. So a fair use copyright disclaimer. I do not own any of the footage in this clip, nor do I stand to gain from it monetarily. It is simply for educational purposes. And so you can see, it's not me, putting words into BG's mouth. This is him saying it himself.
Every country struggling to find that boundary. The U.S. is a tough one because, we have the notion of the First Amendment. And so what are the exceptions, like yelling fire in a theater, and because you're anonymous online, it can be worse. I do think over time, with things like deep fakes, most of the time you're online, you're going to want to be in an environment where the people are truly identified. That is, they're connected to a real world identity that you trust instead of just people saying whatever they want. And so the idea of provenance, who sent me this email, was that really them? We're going to have systems and behaviors that we're more aware of. Okay, who says that? Who?
And that's a whole nother Pandora's box that's going to be open. These deep fakes out here, because you've already got scams out here where say a woman gets a call from her daughter saying, hey mom, I've been kidnapped or whatever, send some money to this person to let me go. So they send the money, and then their daughter gives them a call afterwards saying, hey mom, I just got off a semester and I'm coming home. Well, what happened? Somebody deep faked their daughter's voice and scammed them. And then you've got deep fake videos up here. One which I remember probably about a year or so ago, where they had Biden making a State of the Union address saying that we're going to draft American men and women to go fight in Ukraine. It looked like Biden, it sounded like Biden, and he had all his mannerisms. But come to find out, that's a deep fake. Esau's about to come with a whole new propaganda, agenda out here to further justify and censoring the internet. We don't know who it is or who's saying what, so we need to verify that this is that actual person. Bring in that digital ID. And I did a video on it, a little while ago, but they've got a new feature. When you go to your studio page on your YouTube videos, they've got this section called Altered Content, which it says, do any of the following describe your content? Makes a real person appear to say or do something they didn't say or do. What does that sound like? A deep fake. Alters footage of real event or place. Generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur. AI, all that stuff. So why would they put that on videos now to where you can say, yes, it does that, or no, it doesn't do that? Because Esau's getting ready to take our videos and alter the content to make us, say things we didn't say, or just create a complete, since they've got tens of thousands of hours of footage of us over the years, they can just take us and, from the footage, take our voice, our mannerisms, and, get us to do or say whatever they want so it can fit into their narrative to say, look, these guys are saying these things out here that promote hate speech and domestic teaism or anything. So we need to scrub these, videos offline, and hey, maybe need to send the authorities to them to round them up. These things are not out of the realm of responsibility. Hey, 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Gates's proposal raises significant concerns. Gates appears to view the protections of the First Amendment, which ensures a diversity of voices and opinions in society, as an obstacle to achieving his dystopian vision of total control of online discourse. His suggestion to implement digital IDs is more than just a tool to combat deepfakes or misinformation. It's a way to limit anonymity, and by extension, the freedom people have to express dissenting views without fear of reprisal from tyrannical governments. And that's it with this article. You get the point. So hey, these last few prophecies, they're quickly coming down the pipeline. The implementation of the MOTB and the famine of the word and the persecution. And again, this is all because Esau, their elites, see that their time is almost up. So as it says in Revelation 12, verse 12, the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Esau's got to do whatever he can to keep this word from going out, to try to, keep biblical prophecy from coming to its fulfillment. But we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Hey, you're just a puppet, Esau, fulfilling the Most High's will. But this is Isaiah chapter 29. I'm going to read verses 18 to 21. And in that day, which are the days we're currently living in, the last days, really the last seconds of the last days, shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness, the spiritual eyes and ears of the elect of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel consisting of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners who look like these heathen nations being opened and then coming back to their power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And how was that done? By the prophets out on the highways and byways preaching this word, as well as putting up video epistles online. The meek also shall increase their joy in Yahweh, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, Esau finally being taken out of power, which is beginning right now spiritually with the men of the Lord exposing him through the scriptures as the wicked and, the devil and Satan that the Bible speaks of. The man of sin, the son of perdition in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, saying that the truth is hate speech, misinformation, and promotes, teism, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. It's such as deep fakes and AI, or this, massive slander campaign he's about to come against us to, paint the narrative as us being the worst things going, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. But now I'm going to close out in Amos chapter 8, verses 11 to 13. Because like what you always tell you sincere Akim and Akwat out there, and we are at the door of Jacob's trouble and all hell breaking loose, and this word not being freely available anymore. So during this time of liberty, you should be doing all you can to get as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as you can, so it can be the stability for you during Jacob's trouble, as it says in Isaiah 33, verse 6. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, though those things are coming as well, but of hearing the words of Yahweh, the famine of the word. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. That's how hard, damn near impossible it's going to be to, find the word, or even a man of the Lord in that day. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. The wicked of our people, the 2/3, especially in America, who spent this time of liberty when the word was freely available, scoffing at it and casting it behind their back. In that day, when all hell breaks loose, they're going to be trying to find answers. They're going to be trying to go to the spots on, the block where the brothers were. They're going to be trying to go online to YouTube or these other platforms to try to find the words, but won't be able to find it. And they're going to have to take whatever judgment comes their way. And as it says in 2 Esdras chapter 9, they shall know it after death by pain. So that's it with this video. And with this video, I hope you sincere Akim and Akwath were edified. Just keep strong. We are almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharallah, and until next time, Shalom.